Alright, g'day guys, Matt Preston, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is an unboxing review of the CARPURIDE W3, and pretty much it's a 10.3 inch touchscreen display that can go anywhere in your car via cigarette lighter, and it has everything on it. So let's get to the video. Alright, this is the unboxing experience. So straight back on, right on top of the whole package. Here she is in all her glory. Huge whopping screen, as you can see there. And on the side here, it does actually have multiple ports. So if we run through them, we've got a mic, a micro SIM card, cam in, audio out, USB, and the power, which is a USB type C, okay? On and off buttons on the top, speaker on the back. So you can actually do like sound from the system itself. It doesn't actually need the car speaker. And then just little mounts here. And then this little white thing here is the sensor. So this will make it know if it's day or night with the dimness of the screen. And yeah, there she is. Okay, so also in the box, we have lots of mounting options. So first one here, we've got the suction cup on the windscreen, which I'm thinking I will be using. We'll just see how it sort of all goes up in the end, depending on where my windscreen is. But this is really good. So obviously you can suction it on and off with this little clip here. This is adjustable, so you can get the tilt, and this is adjustable so you can get the reach, and the end's adjustable so you can get the tilt. So it's quite a big contraption, but this will go into any windscreen, and this might be the solution for us. If that's not the solution for your vehicle, we do also have this stand. You know, this might be the option that most people go for. But as you can see here, there's literally just a stand, and this is an adjustable tilt with a hinge. And you can lock that whatever point you want. And there's a screw under here, Phillips head. You unscrew that and you can twist it side to side. It also comes a little ring for that if you want to, for the suction cup, mount that onto like a dash or something. And then also has, this is double-sided 3M, and then this will stick to the bottom of this, and then that onto the dash. So that's another option. Also in the box, we have power via cigarette lighter and a USB type C. And we also have the aux cord, so you can do this directly from the unit to the unit that's in the car. And last but not least, we just have some simple user manuals how to run the system, but there are plenty tutorials on YouTube on how to do that as well. And that's what's in the box. Okay, so for my car, Prado 90 series, which is a bit of an old four-wheel drive, I've only got this JVC head unit that came in the car. Now it's pretty old, it actually has a Bluetooth option, but it's never worked, so it's broken. So having something like this is going to be a huge upgrade for me. Now, my dash is actually really flat, and I have tested it here with the little stand that it comes with, and I just found that it wasn't quite close enough, because the stand, when you put it on, simply hooks in the back and you push it down, and you actually put your finger in this hole here and pull it up like that. Hear the clip, and then that is there like that. So that looks great, but I kind of want it a little bit closer, almost like up here, and it can't really mount. So I'm hoping that with this bad boy, we'll be able to get that reach from the windscreen, which we're about to find out. I'm quite a bit nervous. Oh yes, it looks like max length will just get it. So I'm probably not going to be using this stand on my system here. So I'm going to take this off. Okay, so I want to see if this will be the right length for me. So I'm going to peel off this sticker here. Okay, so I've mounted it on. As you can see, it's quite a long looking thing, but I'm actually really happy with it. It sits flush with this line here. Now I've got it in a way, I'm not entirely sure this will work. It might be different as I drive around, but a bit of the weight's resting on the dash, but the cup has got it in position. So when I'm driving, it's there, and if I need to look at something, I can like pivot it towards me and actually like see it a bit better, and then I can put it back if it's like music or something and everyone else wants to watch. So we'll see how it goes. It could just like bounce off the dash, but For full driving I understand, but for just driving on a road I don't think that's going to be an issue. So this is how we'll run it. I got a bit, it does look very nice, I'm very excited. But we're going to run power to this now. Okay, so this is the cigarette lighter. Now if I'm really crazy I could probably run the cables under the dash and make it look quite seamless, but I'm not that desperate yet. We'll see how we go. If I end up having it in a good spot and I don't want to move it around, I then will do that. Alright, so this was my old radio transmitter. Worked very well, but really cheap option if you want to get out of trouble. But this is just the next thing, because I might run my aux from this into the actual head unit itself, and then the quality will hopefully be better. That's the idea. So this is how I've got it now, but we might change it. But the wire comes around here, so it runs behind the UHF, between the JVC and the UHF, and then I've just sort of neatened it up like that. So it's pretty like out of the way, and then this is obviously adjustable, so I can move it both ways. And then this tiny thing here, you might not be able to see it, but that's actually the microphone, which is good because I'm on this side of the car, so for phone calls it's actually on my right side. Turning it on for the very first time, there we go. Alright, it's very excited, it's gone up and running. So when I drive, I normally have my phone here in this magnet mount, but there's also that there as well, so now it's a bit crazy to be honest, there's a lot of screens happening. But what we're going to try and do is, you can change basic wallpapers by pressing this, but we want to full on get in these settings. There's your adaptive brightness button. So we want to try and Bluetooth this up to our phone, and also the internet as well, so you can do maps and all that sort of good stuff. There, so I've just found it. It's quite simple. We do Bluetooth and it's just come up with my phone there. It's just called that, and then now it's looking for Android Autos. And I've connected to the internet. It's got the password and the internet name right there. Okay, so I've just had a major play around with it and I've got it all working. So the phone can do literally whatever it wants, and it's still going to be doing its own thing up here when you're on Android Auto. So music, tap here, puts music in here, the map goes over there, vice versa. And then heaps of just quick options here. So this changes the layout really quickly of the whole page, this bottom one. And as you can see here, I've got Messenger, Spotify, weather, messages, you know, just all sort of random stuff here. And you know, you can just sort of do Bixby and all the voice commands whenever you want. And then over here you got voice, and then here it shows you that you got data, your phone battery and the time. So it's quite a full-on system. And if you exit out of it, then it goes back to its sort of preset thing. And this is when you can do FM transmitter, or you can just do music like this. It's not working now because it's still an Android Auto, but it will just show the music, and you can have it like this. But this icon means that I'm ready to go in Android Auto. And there's still a lot of stuff you can do on this interface. There's still some settings you can dive in here. But pretty much what you really want to be doing is either going into Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, because that's where it's at. And then on here I messed with the music a bit. I found this with loud on was just better bass and better overall. So I'm fine, I'm having on that. I kept it on standard though, and yeah, the clock's still wrong. Can't get to PM, but honestly I'm actually really impressed with it, and it's quite, I'll know more as I go on with it. But if you're driving at night and you've had enough of it, there's an off button on the back. So if you long press the button, it does turn off. So that's what you just have to do if you are driving at night and you want to drive it off, and then long press to turn it on. If you just press it, it does the sound options, so you can do scroll up or scroll down with the sound. So just so everyone knows, Android Auto is already installed in your phone. It's actually in the settings, okay? So you should already have this installed. And then also for this, if you want to mirror your screen to here for YouTube, you need the Auto Link app. So that will be on the Play Store, and you should just be able to pretty much link that up quite easily. So I'm assuming any of these apps will be just fine, but it's also coming up with this one still. So yeah, super happy with it. Works really well. Haven't really found any flaws in it yet, but over time I'll get more familiar with how it works, and I'll get quicker at using it. But for now, I've got to say it's a pretty solid product. And yeah, if you're in the market for one and you sort of want to figure out, you know, you have a car like mine that's like 30 years old, but you want the modern technology, this is probably the way to go, I'd say. And I think it works really well with my dash. And I'll just tuck these wires in nicely. And yeah, I'm gonna have it for a long time, I reckon. So that's all just off the suction mount. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll answer them. And if you want to get one yourself, link will be in the description. I'll catch you guys next time on Built Prado.